a constitutional mandate that the youth should be part in nation building according to the Republic Act 1844, or the Youth and Nation Building Act of the Philippines, and the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Also, there is a need for effective mechanisms for young people to be involved in the legislative process in local and the national level. Considering that people should be part, as a citizen, to be part of the whole civic participation, we need to have this type of mobilization. But if the youth turn to be apathetic and they don't move voluntarily or provide a catalyst for them to move, it will lead us into a situation that we cannot change the problems that we are facing. Also, there is a need for the participation of the community as a whole, and the youth in particular, to promote the innovation and achieve complete and lasting results towards environmental protection and sustainability. So, objectives: to contribute to the strengthening of meaningful youth involvement in environmental sustainability through various means and engagements, such as direct dialogues with legislators and policymakers, online engagement of peers and adults through social media and networking, and collaboration with the community. Also, the objective is to increase and strengthen participation in governance and decision-making through the following: creation of policy reform proposals together with local government units, and development of future implementation of action plans. These action plans are for the youth who are going to be trained, if ever, to actually implement a campaign on a certain environmental issue. So this is the program track. First of all, we have to collate best practices in order for them to actually view what are the best practices that the young people should actually think about. And this will come from, if ever, we can talk to Galing po, a NGO that gives awards to local government units who have very innovative ideas. A capacity building program. This program is for the youth, just like what we did in AYVP, that one-week training program in order for them to have the knowledge and capacity to actually create proposals or think about ideas, concepts, and how we can do policy reform or legislative analysis. Program immersion. This is one thing that I took from AYVP, also from our programs in the Good Governance Initiative in the Philippines, where we immerse the young people into the situations of the things that we want to change. And in this case, the environmental issues, they must be immersed for about, if we have small funding, we can do it in a weekend. But if we have a larger funding, we can do it in 2 weeks or so. Then program implementation. This can be divided into 2 parts. Number 1, we can have the action plans or the campaign strategies that they would do to their own communities, localities, and organizations. And the other one would be the aspect of developing the policy reform papers that they would present to their respective partner local government agencies where they were immersed into. So the project deliverables are the following: at least key 25 leaders to be capacitated in environment and sustainable development policy and legislative advocacy. Action plans for campaigns for their respective localities. Policy reform proposals incorporating the experiences during the community immersion, and the creation of a network of youth advocates. So this is the framework that we have been using. We have used then in Kampundu, the Bridging Leadership Framework, coming from the Synergos Foundation and the AIM Center for Bridging Leadership, where we actually had to create a bridging leader who has the capacity to think and to feel the issues of the societal divide of the stakeholders of their community, then had the co-ownership process of having the personal and collective response from the multi-stakeholder process, and eventually create something better, which is called co-creation. Not just the leader who's doing the job of leading the change, but the whole community itself. So, multi-stakeholder partnerships, these are the working organizations and the partner organization. these organizations are being involved in certain different levels. And target institutions and agencies, academia is very important, especially with the top universities in the country, because they have the knowledge base and the capacity to actually give into this project. Also, government agencies, especially the National Youth Commission, the Department of Interior and Local Government, and the Climate Change Commission. These are very important agencies as they can actually link us to the institutional processes, because they are the ones who create policy, and they also advocate for legislative reforms in the legislature as well. In civil society organizations, and other international NGOs and people's organizations, we have yet to talk to different stakeholders in that aspect. But one integral aspect, the very, very integral stakeholder would be the grassroots communities where our data will be coming from, and they will be the ones who will be primary movers. Okay, sustainability and multiplier effect. So the goal would be the adoption of community and government policy reform papers, for which a partner local government would accept the paper that the youth corps will create. Then it will turn into a policy, maybe an ordinance or a executive order from the local chief executive in order for things to be changed in the community. So equip and train youth leaders to roll out action plans, because even though that you have the law or you have the executive order, but if we don't have the warm bodies to actually keep it going and monitoring the implementation, we cannot in any way continue the reforms that we want to do. A network of young advocates and relevant stakeholders, this would be very crucial in order for us to do the action plans. And also, if we can scale it up in a higher level, we can do it also in other countries as well. Given again, because the project is flexible for a local setup or a regional setup. So budget. Funding sources may come from participating local government units. For example, in the UP Good Governance Initiative, we actually had support from local government units to host the venue and the accommodation of our fellows during the immersion process and the training process. Other funding agencies and technical assistance agencies may serve as well to help us in the source of funds and use of other assistance. And this is a sample working budget. It's around to 261,170 pesos, or around $5,000 if we're going to implement it on a provincial level or a state level. Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, AYVP staff and partners, distinguished guests, and my fellow volunteers. My name is Patrina from Thailand, and on behalf of Part5, I would like to present to you our project, which is called the Youth Empowerment through the Environmental Context, on the environmental context. And at this very moment, we are now focusing on the waste management and sanitation at my root sub-district in Gat province, which is the province in the eastern part of Thailand. And we can move on. So why do we choose the my route? So after we came back from AYVP, we were full of energy, and we were like, oh, we want to help. But where do we start helping people? So one of our members would share us the 5 articles regarding the sites that have been suffering from the environmental issues. So we carefully read and looked through, and we ended up choosing the Myru sub-district in Thailand based on, because it's a small community, but it shares the border with Cambodia, so it could be something international, ASEAN related, and it's a small community, but it has big problems, and it's a small community, and sadly it seems to receive the least help from the local authority and the public sector, private sector even. So the big problems of migrant community is that they have the excessive weight on the shore, and the inappropriate daily waste disposal, with the lack of information of how to dispose it rightfully, and the awareness towards sanitation and the environment. So after we finished selecting the site, we felt compelled to take the action immediately. And the action we take, we think of the potential to contribute to the community. So we asked ourselves, like, what should we do? Why don't we do that? So we came up with the answer that we'll do that giving information, we'll do that playing with the kids. We love children. We like to help them. We would like to lead them to the right way. So our objective of our project is that we will be holding the two-day workshop in Myru sub-district at the secondary school, and we aim to be able for them to manage the waste around the housing areas effectively, and we aim for them to be able to perform sanitation practices and pass that comprehension to others. Passing their comprehension to others means that they will try to convince their families and their classmates to join them in what they believe in, what they believe is right and to do. And for the activities, for the outcomes, because we haven't implemented the workshop just yet, so we expected for them to have the comprehensive understanding towards the waste management, sanitation, and the environment. And we would like to introduce them to be able to write the community map. Like, they don't have the community map at all, and the community map is when you write down or draw something and name it, so you can know what the map is like within the community, and then for them to better the waste management system. So with 2 days, this is like a very brief itinerary, the agenda of the first day and the second day. So the core of the second day is then we would let them to share that with the idea, and then we would like to present their ideas, like a little idea to the village leaders, so they can do something about it. And not only we recruit the volunteers from across Bangkok University and in the northern part of Thailand, we also work with the Myru Municipal, the village leaders, and people in the community. So we are lucky that they would like to provide us the food and the accommodation, transportation, and local transportation as well. So we're just very happy for that. And then in December, we decided to join them on a field trip in Pujangga province, which is in the lower northern part of Thailand. And what's important about this city is that they successfully implemented the zero waste community. So we went to the landfill. We went to see what they've been doing in order to keep their green community successfully. So we learned a lot from them, and I learned a lot from the local people as well, sharing information with them. So sure that we've been trying to engage with the local people and the multi-stakeholder and partnership. So we would like to keep our project sustainably. So we work with the 180th anniversary of Thai-US Relations Student Alumni actually our mentors. They introduced us to the community and they would like to help us through our project as well. So sustainability and multiplier effect in our humble sense, in our humble sense is that we would like to establish measure success and evaluate progress and revise activities as needed.